why it's not makeuping. My makeup's not makeuping. Like, how do people have their blush like look?
Oh, Bessie, did you hear that? I think I heard this video calling my name. Your makeup is not makeuping. Your blush isn't popping. Your makeup's not lasting. Say it with me. Put that shit on. Put that shit on. Let's do the makeup routine that is going to last. It's going to look like makeup. It's going to photograph well. It's going to stay on all day. I think I already kind of said that. But my point is, if you want a makeup routine that is going to last you all day and it is going to look like makeup, that is the biggest miscommunication I feel whenever I do a video like this. People are like, oh my god, that is so much makeup and you look completely different and you look like you have a lot of makeup on. And that's the point. The point is for it to look like makeup. It's makeup. It's meant to look like makeup. Does that make sense? Okay, let's get into it. Okay, class, what is the first step to our routine? Skin prep. Yes, correct. Good job. We're starting with skin prep. Your skin has to be prepped before you put makeup on it. And what that looks like for you might be a little bit different than what it looks like for me. But essentially, I'm trying to start off with a really hydrated base so that my makeup has something nice and tacky to stick onto, but also so that my skin looks good under the makeup that I'm wearing. I'm starting with the Rhode Glazing Milk. This is just a really hydrating, milky style toner that just really instantly hydrates the skin. Just looks really glowy, gives my skin a drink of water, acts as a really great base under makeup. I also like to go in with some sort of hydrating serum. This is the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum. And look at the skin, honey. It should look like this when you're done with your skin prep. It is nighttime, so I'm not putting sunscreen on, but best believe we're wearing SPF every single day, even under makeup, okay? And it should look pretty tacky and hydrated like this. Like I can see the reflection of the light on my skin, but it's not wet. Like I'm touching it and it's a little bit tacky, but it doesn't have that like slip to it anymore. The entire technique here for this makeup routine is going to be layering, okay? This is not a revolutionary makeup technique. Many makeup artists that have come before me have also used the layering technique. This is to ensure longevity. And if you want your makeup to show up, using multiple layers of the same style of product is going to help it last longer and it's going to help it be more apparent. So I'm starting out with a layer of foundation. This might look like a lot to you. Doesn't feel like a lot to me. Do what you feel is appropriate for you and your skin, but I am going to be pretty heavy-handed in this video because I want it to look like I have makeup on. This is the Haus Labs foundation. This is the shade 230 Light Medium Cool. I'm matching my body, obviously not my face, so that's why we have a little bit more of a tan shade on. This is the BK Beauty 101 brush. It's absolutely incredible. Best foundation brush to ever exist. Our next layer is concealer. I'm gonna do a little bit of a concoction here because I do like a little bit more of a brighter under eye. So I'm starting with the Makeup by Mario concealer. Mine is in the shade 180. This to all the places of the face that I want to highlight or bring forward. So I'm starting under the eyes. I'm doing a little reverse contour here under the hollow of my cheek, down the center of my nose, center of my forehead, and center of my chin. I'm gonna take a little bit more of a brighter concealer. This is from Huda Beauty. This is the shade Marshmallow, and I'm gonna put a little bit right there into the inner corner of my eye. If you're more comfy using a sponge, by all means, girl, use that. I'm just a brush girl. This is another BK Beauty brush. This is a mini of the 101. This is the 115. Our next layer is cream bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer in the shade 2 Medium with a BK Beauty 116 brush. I'm going to start stamping this kind of in the areas where I want to bronze, give myself a little bit more chisel, a little bit more color, because we kind of took all of the color away. I'm looking really flat right now, so I'm trying to kind of add that back in the ideal places. Okay, this is what we're looking like with cream bronzer placed, and now I am going to start blending it out, and then we're gonna add my favorite part, blush. You can see we're doing a layer of all cream or liquid or like wet products, and then we're gonna go back over all of these products with powder versions. So that's the layering concept. So I'm gonna go in with a liquid blush. You can do liquid or cream at this step. It really doesn't matter, whatever is your preference. For me personally, I love liquid blushes. So I'm going in with the Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint in the shade 62. This is the mauve shade. This is just one of my favorites. To blend this out, I'm also using a brush. This is the BK Beauty 112. Now it's time to start setting with powders. We're gonna go in with loose powder first. This is the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom powder. and I'm using this on a little powder puff. I'm pressing the powder into the puff on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna start pressing this into my under eye, really setting that concealer that we used. And anywhere that we used concealer, I'm going to be setting with loose powder. I'll go back in to set our blush and our bronzer with powder versions of each product. Explain my theory behind this and why I think light layers and this technique works so well. By the way, I'm a bridal makeup artist. I've been doing this for over 8 years, and I do this same technique on, I'd say, 90% of my clients. It's cry proof, it's sweat proof, it's weather resistant, like it's all the things. It works so well. I think of it kind of like this, that you have a layer of all of your cream and liquid products on the bottom, and then you have a powder layer on top. So rather than just having one layer of everything, kind of think of underpainting, because that's when you just do like one layer on the face of each product. It doesn't last quite as long because it just dissipates so fast. When you have 2 layers of the same product stacked on top of each other, they last a little bit better. So when one goes away, you still have one underneath. If that makes sense. I'm gonna go do my brows and my eyes, and I'll be back to finish off the face with you in a second. BRB. Eyes and brows are done, so now let's do powder bronzer and powder blush. I like to take a nice fluffy bronzer brush or powder brush. This one is from Rephr. This is the 05. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade 3 Tan. And I am just going to put this right over the top where we did our cream bronzer, just to reinforce it. And I'm just kind of tapping this over to not really disrupt any of the makeup that we have underneath. Of course, a powder blush. This one is from Haus Labs. This is Pomelo Peach. Taking this on a Rephr brush as well. This is the number 4. And I'm just going to, again, tap this right over the top of where we did all of our liquid. This is so pretty. This combo eats every time. The lip combo in a completely separate video. You know I'm not going to leave you hanging. Now we're going to set the face. This is the Tear Mask Fit Makeup Fixer, and this is the finished glam. Yeah, and it's gonna last through literally everything, and it's gonna look like makeup all day. It's not gonna fade away in a few hours and completely disappear. I hope that this was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any specific questions. I love you. Thank you for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye, bestie.